How,
Probably the
how mad are you gonna be if the game is $100?
I'm flipping tables, and I'm flipping tables. I will if I'm at work and I find out I'm flipping my fucking 400-pound desk.
Oh, welcome to the Pixel Primos video game podcast, the show where we talk about all the latest things in gaming, from hitting the gritty to staring at VTuber titties. Hey, I'm Fun
Hey.
Solo.
And I'm your friendly obese internet friend Paco.
And I fucked up my beard. I'm JJ.
Oh,
Come back,
That's why
everyone.
it's so short. Yeah,
that's what I was wondering. Why is your beard so short this time? You betrayed us.
yeah. No, I thought I had set it to like 6.
Wubbo.
Yeah, I thought I set it to Wumbo, but no, I set that bitch to mini. It was like at
Ooh.
4, and I went up instead of like I usually go down with the grain, so
Uh-huh.
that doesn't like cut as far. And this time I was like, nah, I'm gonna go up, and like all of my hair was like, I can still fix
Yep.
this. I can still save this.
It would have been funny if it was like at like a 0 and you're like, oh my god.
I can still save this. I kept the mustache though. I got it. I got. Maybe I've been watching too much stupid, sexy Hassan. But I'm rocking the fade, the beard fade into mustache.
Well, for what it's worth, it looks great.
Yeah, it looks
Thanks.
good. You look fine.
Alright. Alright then. But as always, the true alphas of the show are our viewers, so let us take this moment to acknowledge some
Oh, all right.
alphas. Alright. Our first comment comes from Jojira.
Yeah.
Man, the
And
myth, the legend.
yes, and FYI, all these comments are coming from our 2-year anniversary special where we read some Reddit stories. So for you alphas that haven't checked it out, I highly recommend you check it out. Is especially because all of these comments relate to the damn story. All right, so Joe Jarrett, he said the first story takes on a whole new meaning on macho madness is coming for you. Oh, probably could have done that voice a little bit better. Macho madness, because the cream raised. Oh no! Oh man! All right.
I talked to my girlfriend on Reddit. She said I had OCD. One cool dude. Yeah.
Our next comment comes from Super Saiyan Chicken saying that story about the wrestling obsessed husband absolutely killed me. I don't know what's a funnier scenario to me. The idea that the wife probably has a hard time deciphering what's a sex position and a wrestling move. You know what? That's the next game. Or
Thanks a lot, Super Saiyan.
the or the probability that the husband probably calls his package the rated R superstar.
That's good. That's good.
In all seriousness, I hope the relationship works out. I'd hate to think what would happen if the wife went up to her husband with divorce papers and all he can reply with is, "Doesn't work for me, brother."
If she comes up to him with divorce papers, I imagine him like tearing off his pants, only to reveal that he's got like ravishing Rick Rude pants, where it's got like some other bimbo's like face on the crotch, He just does the thing.
He does the. Oh man, no, that was such a great story. So much jokes, entertainment from that. Man, you know what? That was so much fun. I'm open to reading more Reddit stories.
more,
If
more
we
Reddit
find some
cringe.
like of this caliber, like they gotta be like real S tier like material, you know?
Those are gonna be hard. Those are gonna be
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
So,
Hopefully, there's
but I
more
feel like
recent
that's what.
stories out
Yeah,
there.
I feel like that's what makes it special. You know, we don't just read Reddit story. Like no, we save it for the good shit. You know. But all right, and our last comment comes from Ahead of the Curve 94 saying, "Hey fellas, I'm almost celebrating my third anniversary. Congrats on the 2 years. This shit
Congratulations.
is tough, isn't it?
Yeah.
So many restless nights spent on editing a video just for it to get 8 views, but keep on going. I love the show and I want to keep supporting. Thank you.
Thank
Sincerely,
you, ahead of the
thank you,
curve.
Ahead of
No,
Curve."
thank
Yeah.
And
you,
and
and
yeah, I
I,
saw
congratulations.
your Batman Begins review. Man, that shit was funny, man. It was great. Loved it. Made me want to watch the movie again.
and I like watching reviews like that make you just go like, yeah, man, I should fucking watch that
Right.
again. Yeah.
Mhm. But
Uh,
hey, yeah, congrats on your uh,
almost
third
3 years.
year and almost three
Yeah.
year
Almost 3 years.
average. Yeah, and no, yeah, this shit it is tough, but like I mean, we do it for the love of the game, right? You
I
know,
mean, it's really
it.
all you can do it for.
I mean, yeah, because if you wouldn't do this if it wasn't fun, because I feel like that's the important thing, like that I would want to get out there to people that are considering like either doing videos or podcasting or whatever. It's like don't don't do it because you're chasing like clicks. Do it because you like it. You're having fun, and I think it's fair to say that like all of us would agree that we would be doing this even if we were getting like 0 views. We would still be here
Yeah.
meeting up to
Yeah,
record this because we like doing this. It's fun, and that's the the thing about this. You know, it's a hobby first, and then it's a community second. I guess that's the thing. And so yeah, so to anybody who's considering getting in it and stuff, it's like yeah, go for it, but do it because you're having fun. Because trust me, as soon as you're not having fun, you're not gonna want to keep going. You're not gonna want to keep doing it. So again, do it for the fun, for the passion.
Yeah.
Everything else is just a bonus.
And if you want clicks, just fight somebody. Those videos always
Right?
get clicks.
We need to pick fights with people, and we'll get more attention. I tried picking a fight with
yeah.
Sammy, but he wouldn't take the bait. It's a joke, guys. I don't need you all tattling on me. but but yes, all right. But yes, Ahead of the Curve 94. Thank you, you sir, are a true alpha, and good luck on
Yes, sir,
your
indeed.
channel. Mm-hmm. Oh, whew. All right, let us now move on to our main topics. So this is going to be a bit of a headline news roundup type situation because
Mm,
we feel like there's several things to discuss, but
Yeah,
there's not really enough meat for
no,
a full in-depth episode on some of these. So
yeah, despite
let
what Sony tried to convince us of, I don't think Borderlands 4 needed its own state of play.
no.
okay, that one wasn't even on the agenda, but we can talk about that. Yes, Borderlands 4 had its own. I mean, you want to call it a direct, like
Yeah,
their
I
Yeah.
mean,
own
it was like 20
presentation.
minutes. It was like
Yeah,
20
Yeah,
it,
minutes. I think they're just trying to build
it,
hype, especially after that movie.
yeah,
yeah,
true.
Especially after that
yeah.
movie, I think they're like, we gotta like do some damage control. Like
I
Borderlands is
honestly
good
think
as long
it's
as it's not the movie.
just because of the movie.
I think so
Because
too. I think so
because the
too.
movie was originally supposed to come out to hype up 3,
Yeah,
and it's been so long that like now it's it was intended to hype up the announcement of 4, but once they saw what like a monumental piece of crap that they had, they're like, "Oh no, let's
Yeah,
announce 4 now."
I wasn't
I
even happy with the cast.
100% believe that's what happened.
Yeah, that's definitely it. I wasn't happy with the casting of the movie. Like, don't get me wrong, I like all those
Mhm.
actors.
Yeah,
I don't know who the psycho actor was. I don't think I know him, but like all the other ones, I like them. I think they're great actors, but I just didn't think they fit for this movie. I just didn't think they were the right
Mhm.
call. And like the woman that plays Mad Moxie, forgot her
mm,
name. Is it Gina Gershon? I think. I think Gina Gershon is the one who played Mad Moxie. I
Mhm.
think she's pretty, but I don't think she was Mad Moxie pretty. But I think she's very pretty. I think they
Mhm.
age Mad Moxie too much.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I,
even though Mad Moxie's kind of is, I think isn't she supposed to be kind of old?
mhm.
Yeah, no, she's supposed to be pretty. She's like, isn't she like Skeeter's mom or something?
Like
She's one of the
they
characters.
joked about her age and the whole like she's older but she doesn't look it, like type
Mm.
deal, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like she was supposed to be in like her late 40s, maybe early 50s, and
Mhm.
Gina Gershon is like in her like I think she's almost 65. I think she's like so she's in her 60s. I know that. I mean, not no. Hey, like I
Mhm.
think she's pretty. Like I think she pulled it off, but I just don't think she was the like not her, not Kevin Hart, not the girl who played Tiny Tina. I'm not even gonna lie, like I like Jack Black, but I would have much rather had the original voice actor doing Claptrap.
Yeah,
Kate Blanchett again. I think Kate Blanchett was just too old to play Lilith too. Like Lilith, I think is supposed to be
she's
probably
supposed to be
Yeah.
in her 20s.
like late 20s, maybe I
Mhm.
think is her oldest. So I was just like, I just like I said, I wasn't down with the casting. I think the actors themselves are good, and I'm pretty sure they weren't given that much great to work with either because they didn't go through a lot of rewrites.
Yeah,
Yes.
So they
it
probably
went
did the
through.
best with what they had. To be totally honest, because like I said, I think there was just a lot of factors that made this movie just not be as good as it could have been. You know what I mean? I
Mhm.
mean that's just my opinion. I don't.
Tone was also something. I don't think. Look, I don't think Eli Roth is a bad director.
No.
Mhm.
I don't think he was the right director for the
For something
Borderlands
like this,
property.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know directors all that well because I'm not that deep into them. I don't even know who I would have chosen.
Eli Roth made
It
Hostel.
it yeah, he does like horror movies, dude.
Yeah.
Like
Well, maybe that's why they
uh,
chose him because there's so much gore in Borderlands.
But Borderlands is more of
but
a
that's not
comedy
the
than it is.
appeal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, I know that's what I'm saying.
I
But like,
would see Eli Roth directing like something like Doom, because
yeah,
Doom is all about like the rip and tear, blood and guts.
yeah,
Borderlands isn't really rip and tear, blood and guts. It's more
Borderlands is a
comedy and
comedy.
action than anything.
So,
Yeah.
so Judd Apatow.
No.
Judd Apatow would have
I
been great with Eli
mean,
Roth.
if the choice is
Imagine Judd
between
Apatow.
him and Eli Roth,
Yeah, it would have been a great thing. Like Judd Apatow does a comedy, and it's like, all right, we got some action scenes coming
Who
up. Eli
directed
Roth,
the
take over.
Zohan?
uh,
Damn, I don't
I
know.
don't know actually.
Because the action in Zohan is over the top
Yeah.
and it's funny. I mean, Borderlands is raunchy. You could turn down the raunchiness a little bit, but like
Dennis Dugan.
Dennis Dugan, that's my
Yeah.
pick.
Yeah.
I just pissed off like half of the chat.
No, I get it though. Like, yeah, I get it. Like,
Mm.
yeah,
It it I just think this one was just it it was just stuck in development for too long, to the point that they didn't know what to do with it. They didn't know what direction to take it in. And I mean, on top of that, it's also Randy Pitchford, who
Yeah,
is the what is he, the CEO of the company,
Yeah.
he's
or is
CEO
he?
of
Yeah,
Gearbox.
yeah. So the people that made Borderlands. So he was defending the movie on Twitter,
No.
and I felt like bad for maybe like a second, but it. I think it just cuts down to like when you see him respond to people, you can kind of get the idea of like this is where there's that disconnect between like the people sitting down in the chair in the office making the
Hmm.
decisions to the fan base and what people actually like
Want.
want to see. And
Yeah.
because he kept defending going it like what was wrong with the movie, what was missing, like how is this movie like not Borderlands, and you would see like people tell them I didn't think this actor fit the
The role.
the role. I didn't think the writing was good. I didn't think the story like hit the mark. And yeah, it's a lot of like just yeah, they just didn't know what to do. And I feel like even in some of the later Borderlands games you can kind of see that where there is like a large shift in you know the tone, the overall like it used to be more like the story is like serious, but there's a lot of jokes thrown in it
Yeah.
that gives you like a mixed bag of it. You see that in the first two Borderlands, but then you hit the pre-sequel Borderlands 3, and all of a sudden it's a more, oh, let's just fucking joke about everything, it's all
Yeah.
like this and that. And now, because there's no weight to the story, I feel like a lot of the jokes suffer now because they're just not funny. Like their aim is to, oh, just throw whatever puns and quips you can. Who cares if it's funny? And it's like, I think you guys
I
should
care.
just really just focus on making it funny.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be like a joke every fucking second. The whole,
Yeah.
if they're not talking, the audience isn't laughing. It's like, no, you can shut up. It could
it's,
still be funny.
it's like the episode of Futurama with Zoidberg's uncle Harold Zoid, where he's like,
Oh yeah.
"People, I know that you're just background actors, but that doesn't mean you can't add a little comedy. Throw a pie or something."
Yes, exactly. Someone should throw a pie in Borderlands, and it'll significantly improve the overall story. Okay, we can move on from
Oh,
Borderlands 4. Yeah, we
yeah,
went from talking
just
about the game to the movie.
yeah. Real quick about the direct, they did show a lot of gameplay, which is
Mm-hmm.
awesome.
Yeah.
Game
Gameplay's
does
good.
look good. There's one thing that I did notice that they were doing a lot. They mentioned the name of the new planet a lot, like for no reason. Like it was just like in Kuiper or no, I don't even remember it now. For all the times they said
Mm-hmm.
it, but they did like emphasize the planet a lot, which I don't know if that's like because Randy Pitchford is an actual magician, like literally he knows magic.
Yeah.
News
Yeah,
to me.
yeah, he's
Yeah,
descended
he's
of a
one.
long line of wizards. Of actual magicians, like fucking hardcore cock magic, pull rabbit out of your hat and stuff.
Oh, okay. I didn't know there
Yeah,
was a lineage to that. I did
there
not know you had
is.
a lineage to it. Okay.
Evidently, there is, and the Pitchfords were way up in that rabbit hat. I don't know if he's tried to pull some sort of misdirect or magic trick on us by having them say the name of the planet all that often.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't put it past them. The other thing is they really wanted me to know that they're not making the same mistakes they did in 3.
Mm.
Like they dropped that line a lot. Like unlike in 3, here in 4, we're gonna do it's gonna be good. Like please
Yeah.
forgive us for
I
3.
mean, I will
Yeah.
say
Okay.
I'm hopeful. They did add some
No,
like
yeah, I'm hopeful too. All the gameplay they
Mm-hmm.
showed does look really good. Like it does look like
Mm-hmm.
fun. It's just those little like maybe it was just me hyper focusing. Also, I like to make fun of Randy whenever I can.
Yeah.
hey man, you're gonna be pulling a rabbit out of your ass. I mean, say right now.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna open it. You're gonna go open one of your sodas, and it's fucking butterflies. You're like,
Ah!
oh my god!
It's Randy Pitchford. No, no,
Just say he's watching you.
I've never met Randy Pitchford like personally, but like he has that aura about him because he replies so much on Twitter. Where I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, I don't think I'd like hanging out with you, dog. Like,
He said like weird things like, dude, you do this every time.
he
Like,
also got caught with like a big ass like thumb drive full of porn, like in the office or
Yeah.
some shit.
So he forgot it.
wait, like just
The
regular porn, right?
Yeah,
Nothing
the
weird.
story is
No.
that he forgot the flash drive at like a medieval times or something,
Oh
There
my
you
and
go.
they and they
Yeah.
found it, and that yeah, it was full of pornography.
oh my
Yeah.
god. Here we go.
His apparently his category of choice was squirting.
A man of taste, I think. A man of
Wait, hang on,
culture.
hang on. This ties back to what I said about him being a magician, because his fucking excuse for having like so much fucking water sports or like whatever they call the category now
Yeah.
was that. Well, how do they fucking do it? It's like a magic trick, and I, as a magician, must.
God damn it, Randy. Randy, look, man, I commend you for at least not denying it. You're like, look, man, I like squirting.
Dude,
Bro, just say
dude,
you're
just to own up to it,
I'm not
and
judging you.
like,
just
Just
to
say you're a
admit,
dude,
degenerate.
I
Just say
I
you're a
think
degenerate.
him saying it was for like
research purposes.
magical research is more embarrassing
I'm
than
just
just
saying,
saying like what. Because dude, everybody watches porn. Everyone watches it. If
Yeah,
anything, if you
except in
don't watch
Utah.
porn, you're the fucking weirdo.
That's true. I agree with you on that one. If you tell me that you don't watch porn, I don't trust you. I can't trust you because you're lying to me. You
Yeah.
tell me you ain't never seen an internet titty, you're a liar.
Mm. It,
All right.
all right, but
All right,
yeah,
Randy.
we'll move on
Yeah,
from
we'll move on
we'll
from
move on
porn.
from Randy and
Randy, if you
Borderlands.
watch this, send me a link, bro. Just research purposes
You
as
still
well.
got that thumb drive
Yeah,
on you,
that
dog?
if I get a thumb drive in the mail, I am going to be excited. I am going to be excited.
Or
Is
I'm
that
going to
like
get a
on
new laptop.
Dropbox or you got a Google Drive link for
Send me a link, bro. Send me a link.
it?
Send me a link,
it,
bro. Send me a link.
no,
Friend of the show.
dude, he's got a thumb drive. I don't think he's got like a Dropbox or anything. If he's got it on a fucking hard drive.
He's like, this
All
can't
right,
be on the internet. This has to be. You have to move this
has to
around
be.
physically.
He's like, no, the
Man.
other magicians will find out before me if I put this online.
He's got like a keyring of Sorry, Randy.
All right, so all right, our next headline: Grand Theft Auto 6 got delayed.
Oh my god! Don't even
Yeah.
remind me. I'm getting sick and tired of
Mm-hmm.
this. I'm still gonna buy a day one, even though they're just edging me up for another year.
You think they're
But
waiting another year so that they can charge us $100 now?
Yes,
so
100%. Yes, yes,
the
100%. Or maybe they're waiting for PS6. Maybe that's what they're doing.
so
They're waiting for
the
PlayStation
reason
6.
for the delay is
Tariffs.
so to avoid
Tariffs.
crunch. That's the
Uh,
what they're saying.
well, that
Because
is,
I guess
I can get behind that. If
right, yeah, and I guess
yeah,
it's
that's
because they got a lot of crap for Red Dead 2, and that one also got delayed a bunch. But that one also had like really brutal like crunch time. Like so many stories came out
oh
after the
yeah.
fact.
I
So
was like, what did they get? Like, I was confused when you said that they got a lot of flack for Red Dead 2 because I was like, but people love that game. I felt like the weirdo for going like, no, I like one better. Like, Don't get me wrong,
I
two is
like
good, but
I like the first one more than two. Also,
yeah, same. Like, I like one more
anyway,
than two.
I haven't
I
played either
stand by
one.
that take, but that's a different episode.
Yeah,
Um,
that's
but yeah, no, it was mainly for the development, the treatment of the employees during the last few like months, I guess, or year. I don't know. But yeah, they definitely got a lot of crap for it because yeah, they treated their employees like crap during that time. So it seems to not do that again. They're delaying to give them more time to work on it comfortably. And with that said, though, someone brought this up that Red Dead 2 got delayed. I think like like I'm trying to find the word for it because internally it probably got delayed a bunch, but like to us as the audience, like it got delayed like twice in the sense that they released two release dates and both
mm.
got missed. So it's possible that Grand Theft Auto 6 could get delayed again.
uh,
Please don't put that out in the universe. I mean, but
uh,
like all those lists that I saw when it got delayed was like, well, you're going to be getting edged another year to wait for GTA 6, but you can also play all these games within that time period. So it'll give me enough time to play Oblivion. I guess that'll be a good thing.
Yep.
Give me enough time
yeah,
to play
Yeah,
some Oblivion.
yeah, it'll give me time to
I'm still
maybe try
working
out
through.
Expedition.
Through
Yeah,
what?
I'm working. Juan's gonna try Expedition. I'm working through Devil May 5, and
I'm still
Don't May
Actually,
Cry
wait, I
5.
need to fin. I'm still. I finally finished Pirate Yakuza, so that means I can now play Assassin's Creed.
I'm still working through Tsushima. I think I'm like 53, 54 hours in. I barely made it to the third island or through the third part of the island.
But that's cool because you're gonna finish this one, and the sequel is literally around the
And two
fucking
Yeah,
is
right
gonna
corner.
around the
drop.
Yeah,
corner. That's what I'm excited
yeah.
about. That yeah, I'm excited for you. And to be honest, I want to get Shadows, but I'm just having too much fun with Tsushima that Shadows I don't think is gonna lived up to my expectations. I'm still
Probably
gonna play it.
not.
I'm still gonna play it, but
Hmm.
my expectations have been a little bit lowered for Shadows because it's like I'm not gonna. I know I can't expect something as cinematic, as beautiful, and as that plays well like Tsushima does. So my
Hmm.
expectations are going to be lowered for Shadows. But I think once I get to it, I think I'm still going to have fun just because it's Assassin's Creed. I've always loved
Yeah.
the Assassin's Creed game, even though I didn't play the first couple. My first one that I played was the one with Connor, and then
Three.
Black Flag after
Three.
that. Yeah, three. The one
Okay.
Connor was three. Um, I still think he has the coolest weapon, which is the fucking tomahawk.
The
I still
Yeah.
think
tomahawk.
it's probably the coolest looking weapon out of all of them. But yeah, I'm gonna still lower my expectations. But I mean, there's so much coming out that I guess I can wait for the $100, $130 fucking GTA, and it better be goddamn revolutionary. Or not? I don't not that I want it to be revolutionary, but like, dude, y'all have been holding this for so long that when you finally let me release that nut on fucking GTA 6, it it better just be some of the best shit I've ever seen in the last 10 to 15 years. Like, you've been working on this for so long. I'm sure maybe sometimes I think that the reason they're delaying it is because they were testing it or they were doing something and they got another bright idea and they're like, we gotta fucking add this in. We
Oh,
gotta add
feature,
this in. We gotta add that
Hmm.
in. That's what I'm thinking. That's at least
feature,
why. Like, hey,
It
we gotta add this. We gotta add that.
it de-
fe-
it depends because
It's called feature creep. Uh,
yeah.
it does exist. It does happen. That's what
Hmm.
happened to Daikatana,
Uh-huh.
the famous George Romero game
All the
with the
one that
ad
did
that
bad,
said,
right?
yeah,
That he's gonna make you his
or
bitch.
John Romero's gonna make you his bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one suffered from feature creep a little bit. That one got delayed like from 98 to 99 to I think it finally dropped in 2001.
Uh-huh.
And by the time like 2000, if it had dropped at 98, it would have been revolutionary. Even though the game was just kind of mid,
Uh-huh.
it would have been like, holy fuck. Like, this is the future. Like, they created life in this fucking game.
Hmm.
Like, we've done it. But since it dropped in 2001, it's like, yeah, bro, like, this fucking Nintendo 64 game does that as well.
Yeah.
like
It
GoldenEye does this just as good.
it it does it doesn't really happen as often in today's day and age because these games take so long to develop and they take so long to make that any ideas they had for, oh, let's do this, let's do that, was decided like 2 years ago, dude. And there is certain stuff that you can still add, late into development, but anything dealing with like the core
Hmm.
mechanics of how it's going to work and that is like, no, you can't
Well,
implement it anymore.
I don't think it's mechanics. I think maybe another story, or because, like, again, I don't know how this shit works, but I wasn't thinking mechanics. I was thinking more or less like a song, or like, some art, or maybe like one of the many funny ass one liners, or the stuff that they play on the radio, or something to add to the map.
Hmm.
Not so much mechanics as just other
Yeah.
little things that they add to be like, oh dude, this has got to be in there because of this or because of that. Because there's people
Hmm.
that, I'm sure there's people on Rockstar that read everything that's going on. There's got to be somebody's job where they're just looking and reading at everything online, and then maybe somebody gets like some bit of inspiration, like, oh shit, I completely forgot about that. Got to add that in, or we have to change this or that. That's what I'm thinking. Not necessarily mechanic wise, but maybe just something else to put on like the walls, or something they heard somewhere that they're gonna put in a line at one of the gun stores or the radio station. That was my
Like,
thing that I thought, or maybe they're still having bugs in it. They're still that while they're testing.
I
But
mean,
like I said, I'm still excited, even though I'm mad.
mhm.
I'm still gonna buy that bitch day one. Probably gonna get pre-order, maybe.
how
Probably the.
how mad are you gonna be if the game is $100?
I'm flipping tables, and I'm flipping tables. I will, if I'm at work and I find out, I'm flipping my fucking 400-pound desk. I just, dude, I'm gonna give up. Like, I might actually be like, you know what? Fuck this game. I don't need it. I don't want it. I'm gonna forget everything about it. I'm gonna unfollow Rockstar. I'm gonna fucking break a GTA 5 fucking disc on camera. Uh, I'm gonna give loyalty to, I don't know, PC or something. I don't know. I'll do. I'll give up because I just can't no more.
Like,
Like, I just
mm,
can't.
I haven't even beaten 5.
like story mode?
Yeah.
Oh.
It took me like a year to finish story mode because I kept doing other random shit.
I
Yeah.
I usually don't beat the Grand Theft Autos like until the next one is out. Like 3 and San Andreas, I did play through them like when they were out,
Hmm.
like
Hmm.
before 4 was announced or anything. But I don't really count my first playthrough of 3 because I was using cheats.
Hmm.
I didn't beat it
Hmm.
like
Oh yeah, I
straightforward.
use cheats on GTA 3 and
Yeah, I didn't beat it
GTA 4.
straightforward until like I think San Andreas was already out, and I went
Hmm.
back to it. San Andreas, I did beat like just straight through. Um, and Vice City, I didn't beat till I want to say till 4 was announced. Like 4 was already announced, and they were, it was gonna come out or whatever. And yeah, I was like, play Vice
No,
City.
I think you beat it sooner because I remember we had a copy on the PC.
Yeah, but it broke.
I
You
think I
definitely
beat Vice
finished it
City.
because I like sooner because I saw you finish it.
I beat I beat Vice
Maybe.
City and I beat San
Uh,
Andreas, but I only played 4 in bits and pieces. I never actually fully played 4 at all. Um, I don't, to be honest, I didn't even really care for it. I don't know why. Because, yeah, like the only ones I beat was Vice City and San Andreas. I played San Andreas for a long ass time, just kept going back into it.
Mm,
And then I beat five. And then I beat it like right before the online mode came on, and
yeah.
then I tried doing online mode, but I hate. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of online modes, even multiplayers on like Warzone and Fortnite and stuff. If I'm not playing with you guys or other friends, I don't give a shit about online mode multiplayers
Mm,
because I get lucky with some randos and it's fun, but for the most part, it's just fucking tedious.
Yeah,
And I got real bored with San Andreas or GTA 5 online real fast. But, but then I heard it started building up and there was a lot more people playing online and they added all these cool game modes. But I didn't have a PlayStation or an Xbox anymore at the time. So I wasn't playing it. And by the time I did get new systems, I just didn't even bother to look for them or try to get them, even though I'd see videos all the time.
mm. Funny
yeah.
enough, Grand Theft Auto 5 is the only one I've ever finished. I never finished 3. I never finished 4. I never finished Vice City or San. And you know why? Because I fucking suck.
It's all right. I'm not good at games either.
Dude, I could never beat the goddamn RC airplane in San
Oh,
Andreas.
in San
Dude, that
Andreas,
shit
yeah,
was
no,
so
I
fucking
kept
hard.
I kept running out of fucking gas.
yeah, no, that mission fucking sucks. Like,
Yeah, I
It was similar to the helicopter mission in Vice City. The
oh,
little
that mission fucking
yeah,
blows.
that
bro,
one,
Like,
yeah. But I
mission,
was able to beat that one though. I couldn't beat fucking this one.
the at least I'll give San Andreas credit that like they dropped that fucking crazy ass hard mission like almost at the end of the game. Like,
yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's pretty much the last island that
yeah.
you
Yeah.
unlock. It's the last new area,
Mm.
and but in fucking Vice City, that helicopter mission is like mission 3.
Yeah.
It's yeah, it's pretty early.
It's like, fuck you.
Mhm.
The first mission
Yeah,
was
yeah.
just like drive this dude to the hospital. Like, now I
Yeah,
have to like
Now I have to be a precision air
man.
pilot and fly this goddamn helicopter.
But yeah. All right, we can move on from that. All right, next one. All right, we're gonna take a little break from gaming to talk about movies
Yeah.
because Donald Trump has said he wants to impose
Mm.
a 100% tariff on movies that are made overseas. So all your Godzillas,
No, don't you dare.
100% tariff. All your kung fu movies, 100% tariff.
Oh my god.
wait.
But now I'm wondering, but is this going to apply to movies that are shot outside the USA? Because that's basically
Basically
every
every
single
fucking movie.
Yeah.
goddamn movie.
Maybe
Nothing
he's
gets
talking
filmed.
about movies that are produced, not
Dude,
necessarily filmed, but
they
maybe
shoot
films.
everything in Canada.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nothing is filmed in Hollywood anymore.
yeah,
Because
It's
it's
too
too
damn
expensive.
expensive.
yeah.
Yeah.
So everyone, that's why everything is like made in Georgia. Like all the TV shows
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
that fucking Georgia
That
peach
little
at the end.
peach. Yeah.
Now
Yeah,
they're advocating for Texas.
they've been
That's the
saying
thing,
that
right?
for since I was in high school.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
think that's going to happen.
aren't they
Yeah.
pushing a little bit harder for it now, though?
Robert Rodriguez has been on that bandwagon for a long time, dog, and
And I
it
don't see
Hey,
it
man.
hasn't
happening.
happened.
Dennis Quaid just joined them, so we have
Oh
the power of
no,
Quaid,
fucking
power of
Reagan.
Quaid, and the McConaughey, and the McConaughey.
I will take a Jack Quaid over Dennis Quaid anytime.
Well, like, does that mean that what is that going to affect like the Cannes Film Festival or Cannes isn't here? What film festival's here? Is it the
I mean, South by Southwest.
yeah? But the other one that's in Utah, the fuck is that one called?
Oh, no
There's a,
one cares about
there's
that.
Oh,
Like, I don't know what it's called.
because there's the Toronto Film Festival, Cannes Film Festival, there's South by Southwest, and then there's another one that's in I think it's in
Mm,
Utah.
it it's not Sundance, is it?
I think it's Sundance. Yeah,
It's Sundance. Okay,
I think it's
Sundance.
the Sundance. I think Sundance is in Utah.
Okay. Uh, well, it's hard to say what he means specifically by this.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
this tariff thing. I think this is very much a situation where he kind of just said something without really like thinking it through or realizing like what that means. Because how exactly do you tariff a movie?
Yeah.
yeah,
It's not
And
like a commercial good, you know?
yeah,
Like
and and the thing that like throws me in is when he's like, these movies need to be American made. Like, dog, 90% of the
mm,
world's
mhm,
entertainment is American made. Like,
yeah,
you're not turning
mhm.
on your TV and seeing Canada's finest melodrama. You're watching
Yeah, like
American made shit.
yeah.
yeah, it's just yeah. This is one of those like I'm confused because it doesn't make any sense. Like whatever way you like slice it, you know.
Mm,
Yeah, yeah,
But to so it's silly on like on a logical front because movies aren't filmed here,
yeah.
so that doesn't make any sense. Because basically, okay, you're I'm gonna use the word tax because let's face it, that's he means tax. So you're gonna tax them for filming outside the United States. Okay, I don't know how that's gonna work, but then how how do you? It's not a product, you know. It's not like a Samsung phone coming from overseas, you know.
yeah.
It's it just it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make
I feel
any
You
like
could
sense. So
I
Randy
feel like he
Pitchford could
just
put it
said
in a thumb drive and and
just make it the thumb drive
yeah.
for Randy. Randy's gonna let him
just
borrow the
like
thumb
fucking
drive.
disappear it into, pull it out of a hat in the United States, disappear it from China, and he pulls it out of a hat in the US and not tariffed.
Mhm.
Like, how are you going to tax it? He magicked it through a hat.
He's gonna pull it out of his prison.
But
I feel.
I mean,
I honestly feel like he's just saying shit. Like,
everything's digital too. Like, to Juan's point, like, the fucking the Sony hack, everything was digital. So, like,
yeah.
there wasn't even like a reel of film that you could be like, ah,
yeah,
well, you're bringing that over from fucking Saudi Arabia. Like, you filmed in Dubai. I see you, Fast and the Furious 10. Like, you're gonna have to pay us.
no,
But like, nah, dog. Like, I sent this through fucking Google Drive. Like, what
yeah.
are you
Like
taxing the internet now?
I
Like,
literally emailed it to somebody. I
yeah,
got the video. I emailed it. You can't tariff that. But I feel like he's just
Okay,
saying shit.
so
They don't know. They
I'm
just
I'm skimming through an article from the New York Times, and they're saying that it seems Trump came up with this idea after he met with John Voight.
oh my god.
It says here, Mr. I'm quoting the article. Quote, Mr. Voight made the rounds of Hollywood last week, meeting with the Motion Picture Association, Hollywood's top lobbying group, various unions, and the state representatives who are pushing bills to increase state tax credits for the film and television industries. End quote. So I guess the idea is to make it cheaper to film in the United States by giving that state like a tax credit
Hmm.
by letting them film.
but that's already what
But
they
Yeah,
do.
that's
already that happens.
uh-huh.
That's
So the
I did a
what
bigger
Georgia
tax
does. That's
credit
why
on
everyone
this.
films in Georgia.
Yeah,
y- y- yeah, here you go. Like if like yeah, even the article is also saying like it's unclear like what kind of movie would face a tariff. Would it apply only to movies receiving tax incentives from foreign countries or any movies that shoot overseas? What about foreign films? What about post production visual? Holy shit, I forgot about that. That's right. They outsource the editing too.
yeah,
So, like, yeah, like, no, all of this is just a big heap of like None of this makes any
No,
sense.
no.
um. Yeah, I think it's fair to say that this was just he just spoke
He
without
just wanted to
really
sound
thinking.
big in front of
That's what
Angelina
it is, man.
Jolie's
He's
dad.
just saying shit.
Yeah.
He's just saying shit. That's all this is. He's just saying shit. People getting riled up, and people are
That's
like,
better.
"Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. America first, baby. Yeah, that's all it is.
I
That's
swear to
all
God,
it
like
is."
in my head, I imagined him watching like a fucking John Wayne movie,
Yeah,
like like in
cinema.
the Office. Yeah, like watching a John Wayne movie in the Oval Office with a fucking Big Mac in his hand, going like, "See, why don't they make movies like this anymore?" And he's watching like The Conqueror or something.
Yeah.
They don't film in America anymore. We got to make them film in America. Unbeknownst to him, everyone that worked on that fucking movie got cancer and died because they filmed in New Mexico in like the fucking atomic bomb testing sites.
Also, didn't John Wayne play the Conqueror, right?
Yeah, he
That's some
played
racist
Genghis
ass shit.
Khan.
Another reason they don't make it. It's some
That's
racist
why I
shit.
picked that movie because like that's got to be the one
You
John
gotta be the
Wayne
one that he's
movie he
throwing.
was.
Oh my god, he's just saying shit. I don't know, man. I'm just like I tune that shit out. I just tune it out at this point. It's just
Let's
riling
see.
people up. That's all it is.
Ah, damn it! It's not letting me open up the article,
Because you got to pay for it.
but
Capitalism. Tariffs.
but I'm already seeing that he's walking it back literally as we're recording. It's a 3 hour. It says posted 3 hours ago.
Oh,
So it's literally breaking news that yeah, it seems he's walking it back.
Someone told him John Wayne got cancer on the set of The Conqueror.
it was our fault, Donald Trump. It was our fault. No, John Wayne.
Mm, well, and that'll do it for that story.
Yeah, that's that. Tell us
that's
what you think.
that's nope. All right. Let's get back to the games. This will probably be our final story unless we remember something else. Gears of War.
Yeah, reloaded.
Gears of War Reloaded was just announced literally today for the PlayStation 5.
Absolutely. Thank you, Xbox. Thank you. We appreciate your contribution.
and
I'm I'm getting tired of all these games. This is why I love Devil May Cry
Hmm.
because so far they stopped. But like Gears of War should have stopped after 4 and they should have just called it Gears of 4. God of War should have stopped after 4 and they should
God
have
of
just
War.
called it God of 4. But no, they keep going. They keep making more. And then the fucking number alliteration doesn't work. And that triggers me. That's my very
Well,
specific like autism.
Reloaded is just like a remake, isn't it? Or a remaster?
Yeah, it's just
Right?
a remake.
it's a yeah it's a remake remaster. Again, we've had this conversation before about how that word needs to have a
Yeah, let's have a
proper
different word.
definition. Everyone uses it interchangeably, but yes, it is. Fuck it, it's a remaster. Let's just go with that.
That's what I was
Um,
just making it look pretty
yeah. So
or prettier.
it's gonna come out August 26th. Okay, if I read this correctly, if you have the game
Hmm.
on Xbox, I think the update. Whoops, the update is free,
Oh,
and for everyone else, it's $40.
that's not
What
bad.
if I have the game on Xbox, but I want to play
But
it
I
on a
have a
superior console?
PlayStation.
I bought the game for Xbox, but I never bought the Xbox.
uh, oh, and it's coming to Game Pass. So if you have the Ultimate subscription, there you go. It's on Game. It's going to be on Game Pass too. All right. It says here it's going to have 4K resolution, 120 FPS support, and multiplayer.
Okay,
All right. The multiplayer, I have
multiplayer's
fun
fun.
with the multiplayer. Yeah,
It's gonna have horde
in
mode
Mhm.
Gears of
probably
War,
too, right?
probably. It was like
Should have
Yeah.
more
its
luck.
defining one. That was the one a lot of
Let's
people jumped on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more
let's
luck.
see. It says everything that was in Gears of War Ultimate Edition, which was back in 2015,
Ooh.
is gonna be in this one. So the base game, all the expansions, multiplayer maps, modes, characters, and cosmetics. It will also have local split screen and online for
Fun.
two-player co-op on the campaign and 8 players in the multiplayer. Uh, a Microsoft account is not required to play, but it is required to unlock the full
Crossplay.
cross-platform.
Okay.
Yeah, so for crossplay, okay. Um, all right. Here's a breakdown of the shit. All right, 4K resolution, 60 frame per second campaign, 120 frames per second in multiplayer, HDR, high dynamic range, Dolby Vision, 3D spatial audio, VRR, variable refresh rate, 4K stuff, enhanced visual effects, improved shadows and reflections, super resolution with improved anti aliasing, and zero loading screens during the campaign.
Hell yeah.
All
Nice.
right, cool. Cool. All of this sounds really cool. And did we mention that this shit's coming to the PS5?
Goddamn right.
All right, yeah, it's gonna be on PS5, Xbox, and PC. So I now that begs the question, like, if Microsoft really is gonna open up, like, to release more of their library to PlayStation, because what's gonna stop them from down the line moving Halo to PlayStation?
Nothing's gonna stop them.
Right.
Nothing really. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, I think that's. I mean, I don't think that's gonna happen like tomorrow.
No,
Right.
no,
but
it's gonna be a while.
it's that seems to be the path they're going towards, especially
Yep.
if they're upping the prices of Xboxes. Like,
Yep.
Oh, that's
why
right. I forgot about
why in
that.
the fuck am
Nothing
I
is
gonna buy an
the
Xbox
same.
now?
Yeah.
Like, fuck that. So yeah, I think eventually they're, and I wonder if they're upping the price on Xboxes to not up the price on Game Pass.
That's what I was thinking too.
Could be.
Because
The
it, to me, it looks like they want to become more of like a game publisher than like a console. Like,
manufacturer.
So, like, I wouldn't be shocked if down the line, like, they're not gonna make a Xbox. It's all gonna be
Game Pass.
PC
Yeah.
and Game
Yeah,
Pass. Yeah,
because they were
but
never. Microsoft did make like hardware, but they were never like,
mm,
that was never their
Their bag.
forte.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
That wasn't the main course.
Nah,
yeah,
Windows and Windows software was like their big thing.
yeah, and I think it also has a lot to do with the fact that a lot of their main title, like, franchises, most of them are already like ending or they've just slowed down. Because you have Halo and Gears of War. Those were their like
Mhm.
big two. And I mean, because Gears of War, it's getting another game besides the remake. I mean, like, isn't it getting like a proper like sequel like soon or a prequel?
E Day, E
Yeah,
Day, right?
because I
Yeah.
think
Yeah,
five ended
yeah.
like on some sort of cliffhanger or something, didn't it?
Nah, I didn't play
Well,
five.
I think this is a prequel, so I don't know if that would
Yeah,
matter.
Oh, so then it's not
uh,
like a prequel, I guess.
yeah, it is a
yeah, it's a
it's E
prequel
Day. It's before
because you're
one.
playing as
Oh,
yeah, you're playing as what's his name, Marcus.
Marcus, Marcus
Marcus.
Phoenix.
Yeah, it's like a younger him. Um, but like yeah, any other franchises that they had, I think like
Well, the other
yeah,
thing
I
too
mean
is that like I think they were running around buying a bunch of like they were running
Studios.
around and buying a bunch of studios. Yeah,
yeah,
like that's confirmed. They did that. but I don't think they thought through that like all of these studios, their franchises made money because they were multi-platform.
Mm-hmm.
Like if
Yeah,
you limit them to one platform, they're not going
it's
to be
not
as
gonna work.
profitable.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they bought like Bethesda, right? And so they
Mm-hmm.
did Fallout, and right now they're working on the new Elder Scrolls. So your sequel to Skyrim. But yeah, Skyrim was multi-platform. You know, it was back on shit. Was it Skyrim back on PS3?
Yeah, it was
Yeah, I think so.
PS3.
Yeah.
PS3,
So
I had it
Xbox
on 360.
360. Yeah.
yeah. So there you go. And then
And
it
then
just
Switch.
special edition remix, and then on the Switch. So yeah, it was multi-platform. It was everywhere, and so now here's this new Elder Scrolls that they're still working on. It's like you're seriously only going to limit that shit to Xbox? Like you're not going to put it on the Switch too, or or PlayStation?
What
Yeah.
didn't they
So
say? Did they say they were going to open all their games to all consoles? Is that what
They
they keep
are,
I
saying?
think.
and I think it's going back to what I said, where it's like they bought these studios without really realizing that like these make money because they're on
Everything.
three
Other.
different. Yeah,
Mhm.
they don't make profit just strictly being on only PlayStation.
Yeah, it's. Mhm. No, yeah, I think we're. I'm just agreeing with you.
Oh, we'll see what they have. We'll see what happens.
Mhm.
Reloaded.
Yeah.
I'll buy it because I'll be bored without GTA 6.
Hmm.
I'm going to add to the list.
And,
I got plenty to play. I can go back to fucking Baldur's Gate 3. They made another fucking patch.
yeah, and before we like leave the Gears of War topic, I at least want to applaud them that the game is $40.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
uh, so like no, yeah, that's great. Especially like
I might just buy it just because it's $40.
it's $40, right?
I'm not even gonna play it again just to be like, yeah, it's $40.
I was
Funny
never
enough,
really
this is
into the
where I have a confession to make. I have only ever played Gears of War 2.
Two.
I have not played any other Gears of War game. I've only ever played part 2.
I, I don't think I ever beat any of them, but I played a little bit of one, two, and three. And I think it was on
Oh.
Game Pass. Well, two, I know Edward had it. I played it at his house for a little bit, or watched him
Hmm.
play it. Um, and the other ones, yeah, I played a little bit of them on Game Pass, but I never beat any of them.
I think I've only played five Gears of War 5. I think that's it. I don't think I even beat that one. But I was never really into the Gears of War series all that much. I thought it was cool. I liked a bunch of the lore behind it. I watched like all the cinematics, and I read. I think there might have been books or comics.
Yeah,
Uh,
they totally were.
a
Hmm.
bunch of that stuff I came across. I thought that was cool. Um, I have them somewhere, but I have a pair of the gears that you put on the chain. I
Oh,
have a
the
pair of
cogs.
those. Yeah, the cogs.
Yeah.
I have a pair of those somewhere. But I think it's because I didn't have Xbox when Gears came out, and just never played it. I saw other people play it. I think I may have played a few multiplayer rounds with some friends on their Xboxes, but other than that, I think when I saw Gears 5, I don't remember if it was on Game Pass or if it was one of the like free monthly games that you got when you bought Xbox Live or whatever it was, or Xbox
Hmm.
Gold. I think that's when I actually played it, and I was like, oh, this isn't bad. This is kind of cool, but I just that was all. I was like, I'm good.
Hmm.
Played it, fun. All right,
And
what's up? Show me on to the next thing. So I mean, I might pick it up too, just because it's $40.
Mhm.
It'll be something to play while I wait for GTA.
Hmm.
That's
I
it.
wonder if I can convince my wife to play it with me
Yeah.
because it is two player.
Yeah.
That'll be really funny. I'll try. I'll try it. I'll ask her. I guess we'll wrap things up here. The only other thing I'll mention is: are any of you alphas watching The Last of Us on HBO Max?
Did you know? Did you know?
Yeah. God. There's as of this recording, I believe there's only like 3 episodes remaining. They said this season's only gonna be 7 episodes. I'm like, man, like it. I can't tell if they're doing that shit where they film like the whole thing and then they just like split it, or if it's like no legit, it's only 7 episodes and then we gotta wait like another 2 fucking years for another like 7 episodes or something. And I I have opinions on this season, but I kind of want to wait till the whole thing, like the whole season, is done
Mm,
before like going full blown like gamer opinions on it, because there's some things that like I won't get into, right, so we could wrap things up, but there are some things story wise that I think this season might fumble,
mm,
but maybe there's still 3 episodes left. Maybe they'll
Redeem.
surprise me and like, oh, okay, yeah, they'll. But there there's certain thing. I guess like the best way I could explain it without like getting into spoilers is that like in like it's the story's like a domino effect. Because this happens, and then it just like it creates a chain reaction. So they changed some stuff where now these particular events do not happen. So now because this doesn't happen, it can't cause this, and then there's where's the chain reaction now? So
yeah.
the chain reaction that happened in the game, they took it out here. So now I'm wondering like how they're gonna like
Get to it.
address this, or did they just completely like nope, like
They could
we're
have
not going
Not
there.
touching that one.
they
Yeah,
could have pulled a
and
Halo and just said, "We're gonna do our own thing. Fuck what the game does."
Not if Neil Druckmann is
I,
still there.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. So Neil Druckmann, the guy who wrote and directed the game, he is a showrunner for the show. So he is very much like in there. And I think this is one of the few examples where, for the non gamers that are watching The Last of Us, something you all need to understand is that most gamers did not like the storyline of Last of Us Part 2. The story. So this would have been one of those rare examples where you actually have some people saying like, "No, change it. Don't follow the game." and but because you have the writer and director of the game like so closely adapting the show, you would wonder like, could he take the criticism of you have a group of people, or maybe even just one person, telling you, "Hey, I story wise, literature wise, I don't think this was a right call." Would he take the feedback, or would he just double down and be like, "No, because I was going for this, I was going for that," and I feel like that could muddy it a bit. What thing I will say again, I'm trying my best to like be a spoiler free, but Jay, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. You know that in the trailer for the second game, Last of Us 2, there is like a fake out moment. There was a false advertising because you see somebody in the trailer
Yeah.
that isn't there. Okay, so apparently Neil Druckmann has said he regrets doing that.
Oh,
And so it's like, okay, so he he is open to criticism then. With that said, it did not change the events of this second season, but it's nice to know that he saw that, okay, you know what, that was shitty, I should not have done that. And I'm actually like shocked that when we brought up our false advertising episode, that I didn't mention that one, or at least I don't think I did,
Mm-hmm.
and that would have been like a really good one.
Yeah, that
But
yeah.
but
I haven't been keeping up with Last of Us season 2, mostly because, like you said, I know the story. I know what happens, so I don't care for it.
yeah.
But I did think it was funny that at work people are watching it. Like, there's not at least in my particular team, there's not a whole lot of like, super gamer people. Um,
Hmm.
so a lot of them don't know what's happening. And when episode 2 dropped, I was just like, it's like, yeah, yeah.
Have your Twitter open, just like I'm ready for the fresh comments to roll in.
It was that I legit did feel like Captain America in Civil War when Tony Stark's like, "Did you know? Did you know?" Yes.
Yep. It'd be like that. All right. We will wrap things up then here. So you alphas, let us know. Will you still buy Grand Theft Auto if it's
Day one.
$100?
Day one.
Um.
Or what are you gonna play while you wait for GT?
Yeah. What? Yeah. That's a better question. What are you gonna play while you wait for Grand Theft Auto 6? Or what are you playing right now? Just let us know. We're curious. Drop us a comment. Likewise, let us know why we are correct about the spaceships being spaceships. uh, all right then. We wrap things up here. Thank you, Alphas, for tuning in. And as always, we'll catch you all on the next one.
Letters.
Peace.
Peace.